share something new and a little different and exciting for today's video. I recently taught a workshop for my business, The Mint Sweater, online for our community, all about how to turn your goals and resolutions for 2021 into heartfelt intentions. And today I thought I'd share that workshop with you guys in a video. I didn't do a replay for the video because it was workshop style and I wanted the girls to feel safe and comfortable to participate in the workshop and get some hands-on experience for turning their goals into heartfelt intentions. Therefore, I thought it would be a great opportunity to turn that workshop into a video for you guys today. In today's video, I'm going to share everything I taught in that workshop on how to turn your goals and your resolutions into heartfelt intentions for 2021. Be sure to grab your goals, your resolutions, and any plans you've already set for 2021. Grab a piece of paper and a pen and get yourself all comfortable and cozied up, and let's dive in. Here is my workshop on how to take your goals, your plans, and your resolutions for 2021 and to transform them into heartfelt intentions for the year. Hi everyone, and welcome to How to Transform Your Goals into Heartfelt Intentions online workshop. Before we get started, be sure to have a pen or pencil, a piece of paper or journal, because we're going to be answering some questions that require some journaling out, working through ideas, and I will be walking you through your own personal goals and how to transform those goals into intentions. First, let me introduce myself. I'm Marnie Jane, and I'm the founder of my two brands, The Mint Sweater and my personal brand, Mint Sweater Girl. Through my two businesses, I have an online blog, an online women's clothing boutique, YouTube channels, social media, and I often host online and in-person community events. Through my businesses and career, both professionally and personally, my mission is to help women who feel lost, who feel they don't know who they are or what they want or where they belong in this world, and to help them find their answers to those big questions. What we are going to cover in this workshop today are what exactly intentions are and the difference between intentions and goals. We're going to explore any current goals you may have and uncovering your wants and needs from those goals to lead you to create heartfelt intentions. We'll talk about how to use your intentions to find clarity, uncover your heart and soul's need for improvement and where you feel you struggle most, and adding more of what you need into your life by focusing on key things intentions provide for you. Lastly, we're going to talk about, if you are interested, on how you can work with me one-on-one to dive deeper into setting your 2021 intentions and/or improving your intention setting practice throughout this year. As a disclosure, I'm not going to be providing coaching services in the future. That is not what I offer through both of my businesses. This is a one-time special that I don't normally do, but if you are interested, I will leave my contact information at the end of this workshop and in the description below if you are interested in working one-on-one to dive deeper into your intentions this year. So let's get started. What exactly are intentions? All over social media, Pinterest, and blogs, people talk about how they set intentions, and each person sets intentions differently, and therefore the definition of intentions can vary person to person. First, and the most important thing you need to know and understand about intentions is there's no right or wrong way to set an intention. Because intentions can look different to everybody, and everyone can set intentions in their own unique way, intentions have a very loose definition. But here is my own personal definition of intentions. Intentions are the act of clearly stating a feeling or emotional response you want to create more of in your life that will help you to manifest experiences and keep you in alignment with your happiness and life purpose. That is just my own personal definition of intentions that I've created for myself, and although everybody can set intentions in their own way, I think it's important to understand what intentions are not. Intentions are not just about purposely deciding what you want to do, but rather why taking that action leads you to your purpose and overall happiness, and most importantly, how taking that action gives you the feeling you want to walk away with most. Getting clarity on what intentions really are comes from the process of learning to set your own intentions and changing your goals into intentions. Once you start working through your own goals and transforming them into the emotions and experiences you want to have from setting those goals or experiences you want for yourself, will then give you the clarity you need to understand what it means to set an intention and what intentions mean for you. The purpose of intentions. Intentions are energy, and what they say is true. Energy flows where attention goes. Setting an intention is drawing your attention towards something, which allows you to open the way for the energy to flow, allowing it to be easier for you to reach what you want. Once you set an intention, you are now drawing your attention towards something specific. When you set your attention towards something, then you're naturally going to start taking action that's drawing you towards whatever it is that you're focusing on. The purpose of intentions are to give you and the things you do purpose by no longer doing things for the accomplishment of doing them. Intentions also serve you because the purpose behind an intention is to bring you happiness. Every intention you set is about serving you, your heart, your soul, and your divine purpose. Intentions can also transform your life of steps, tasks, and goals and change them into purpose, fulfillment, and meaning. One of the main purposes of intentions is to stop focusing on things you want to accomplish and do in your life for the sake of doing them, and taking those to-do lists and steps, tasks, and goals that you keep trying to set for yourself and resolutions, and instead focusing on why you're setting those things for yourself. Why are you writing that to-do list? Why are you setting these goals? And understanding the deeper meaning behind them to therefore set intentions in your life that are in alignment with what really matters most to you in life. Here's one of my favorite quotes about defining the power of intentions from Stephanie Zamora. The power of intentions: when you're clear on your intention, you take inspired action that's in alignment with your words and truth. You also quickly manifest what you desire because you're clearly putting out words and actions that are in alignment with the things you want to attract into your life. One of the most common questions I get asked is what the difference between intentions and goals are. How are they better, and how do they serve you differently? It's easy to confuse intentions and goals because most people think both of them are related to setting something you want to do and then accomplishing it. Intentions are different than goals because intentions are not a list of things for you to do. They aren't about taking action. They are, however, about what you want emotionally and spiritually out of the actions you do take and the experiences you go through. Goals are about writing out what you want to do, what actions you want to take, what you want to accomplish, and what experiences you want to have. Intentions are diving deeper into those things that you want to do and the experiences you want to have and defining the why. Intentions are less about tasks and the to-dos themselves, but rather more about the feeling you want from taking that action or living that experience. Intentions are the why behind what you want and who you want to be. Intentions are the communication gateway to yourself and to the universe, so you can manifest the life you want by knowing what your heart desires, your soul craves, and what purpose is pulling and tugging at you. Intentions are more about growth, alignment, moving beyond your everyday life, and connecting with yourself and the world on deeper levels. Goals, on the other hand, have a tendency to be about you, your ego, what society tells you you should want or need. Goals are about productivity and feeling busy and accomplished. Intentions are about diving deeper to what's more important and letting yourself be guided to inspired action to help you get to where you want to be and who you want to be. One of the core key differences between intentions and goals is intentions also ask the big questions and require a lot of reflection into diving deep within yourself to ask yourself the question, who you want to be as a person. Goals are about what you want to do, and they focus a lot on the future, but it's easy to forget when setting goals to ask yourself, in the future, who is it that you want to be? Who are you striving to be? And are these goals that I'm setting bringing me closer to that person? Intentions are about that self-reflection and diving into the person you want to be and asking yourself, who can I be? What am I striving for in personal growth to become the best version of myself? Setting intentions help you find the clarity in discovering the person you want to be. Having that clarity can do two things. One, it can help you stay grounded and rooted in your core beliefs. And two, it serves as a reminder of what it is you're truly striving for, what will really make you happy, and what it is you're really looking for out of life. Once you truly understand the difference between intentions versus goals, and that goals are about action, intentions are about the why and the feelings and emotions you want to walk away with from the actions you take in life. Okay, before we dive into your goals, I really want you to take a deep breath right now. I want you to open your heart and your mind, and I want you to do your best to visualize your mind and everything you have stored in it about your goals, your plans, your resolutions for this upcoming year. I want you to take everything that you've had planned and everything you dream of for this upcoming year, and I want you to scrap everything you know. I want you to just clear your mind so that it is a completely blank slate. Clear your head, take those words of the years, the resolutions, everything, and just scrap it. Take it completely out of your mind for a second. You have nothing planned for 2021. You have no expectations. You have a blank mind of the upcoming year. Now that your mind is blank, I also want you to open your mind to endless possibilities. When I share this information, I just want you to absorb it. Just take it all in. Just be open to what comes to you as we work through the rest of this workshop. Why am I telling you to clear your head? Why am I telling you to take your plans, your words of the years, your resolutions? Why am I telling you to let those go? When we set resolutions and we set plans and we set goals for every new year, I think it's important to understand the effects that could have on you, what kind of mindset or mind frame it starts you off in, and maybe diving into the possibility of what happens throughout the year from the cause of setting these goals. When you start off your year with resolutions, a word of the year, goals, plans, and you've got it all planned out for your next year. What I want you to understand is doing that sets you up for unrealistic expectations and standards that are more harmful than helpful. When you start your year off with a plan, resolutions, goals, it's good to have something to aim towards, but the harmful effect of that is doing it out of habit and forgetting to leave room for the possibility of unexpected things to happen. More often than not, our resolutions too are unrealistic expectations. You're trying to plan out your year before it's even happened, and you're setting the standard and expectation of your year ahead without even it giving a chance to surprise you or change you. Setting a plan for the new year doesn't just set you up for unrealistic expectations sometimes. It also sets you up for the possibility of disappointment. Setting New Year's resolutions and goals can also take your focus away from what is most important in life and instead place you in a mindset where your focus is on productivity and accomplishment. This is craving for more. What I mean by this, at the beginning of the year when you set your plans, your goals, you're already starting off your year with the mindset of focusing on productivity, what you want to do, what action you need to take. You're already placing your mind in a state of busy. You're already planning your year for all the things you need to be doing, how you're going to stay busy in the year, what you're going to do and what you're going to do next and what you're going to do next. And once you start your year off in this mindset and you repeat it every year, you're now creating that habit and that you can't have enough. It's always this craving for more, more, more. Setting goals so rapidly and intensely at the beginning of the year puts your mindset in a place of action, 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 rather than finding peace with the present moment. Focusing on plans and goals in the beginning of the year is already putting you in a mindset of thinking about the future, and to continuously keep thinking about the future and constantly focusing on the future. What am I going to be doing next? What is my next goal? How am I going to keep moving forward? And it doesn't leave much room in your mind and in your heart for just finding peace with the present moment and living in the present moment. They start you off with a mind frame of lack and this not enoughness and feelings of needing change. This is the key reason why I switched from setting goals all the time and setting intentions instead. This came from self-awareness and realizing that when I'm setting goals, I'm putting myself in the mind frame of lack. When you do this at the beginning of your year, you're already starting off your year with this mindset of I'm not enough, I don't have enough, and I need to change. It's good to want to grow as a person, but if you're starting off your year and every morning thinking about I need to do this, and I need to change this, and I need more of this. If you're setting goals out of the reason because you feel like you need to change, or you need more of this, or you need to do more of that, then you're starting off with the wrong mind frame. More often than not, setting goals and resolutions leave you at the end of the year feeling like you didn't do enough. You have these feelings of not enoughness. Goals, words of the years, and resolutions can leave you in a constant state of trying and never reaching what you want. You have to do X, Y, and Z, then you will be happy. Lastly, they give you this false sense of control and keep you in the trap of needing to control everything in your environment, which is unrealistic and unhealthy. The reason you set goals is because you're trying to change something, right? More likely yourself. You're not happy with yourself, and therefore you need to change. So you set goals to constantly change yourself and try and improve yourself to reach the standard that probably society has set for you. You're trying to reach the society norm, or you're trying to accomplish X, Y, and Z because society will tell you if you do that, or if you can be this way, then you will be happy. The other interesting thing I've learned about goals and about we as people when we set goals is the reason we set goals is our need to control everything and our environments. If you're familiar with goals and the SMART method of setting goals, you have to be specific, measurable. It has to be time related. There are very specific metrics to writing the perfect goal so that you can accomplish them. Intentions may not be specific actions, so you may be thinking like, what's the point? I'm never gonna accomplish things in my life. But what intentions do instead, they help remind you that you are not in control of your life. Don't let me freak you out there. What I mean is, you can't control everything in your life. You can't control what happens in the world. We're all familiar with that big saying, we can't control what happens to us, but you can control your reaction to what happens. Intentions are all about focusing on what is within your control, whereas goals set you into this mindset that you need to accomplish anything and take control of your environment to accomplish it. Sometimes you just can't help what life throws at you. Life has its ups and downs, and the world's just constantly going to be shifting and changing. Goals can also be a coping mechanism to try and control what we can't control. Intentions can remind us that we may not be able to control everything in our lives, but to be open to the good coming from whatever does happen. All right, let's dissect into your goals and figure out what it is that you truly want and need from setting these goals. All right, all those goals and resolutions and word of the years that you just scrapped from your mind, grab them back out. If you've set any goals for the new year, go ahead and grab those now. If you haven't, that's okay. But all of those goals, resolutions, or plans you've set for the new year that I just told you to scrap, go ahead and bring those back out now, and we're going to take a look at them. The first step to dissecting your goals to really figure out what it is that you truly want or what need you might be trying to provide from that goal is to just take a look at your goals, your resolutions, your words of the year, and just look them over. One by one, ask yourself, why did I write this goal? Why this word, this resolution over everything else? Ask yourself the big old question of why. What does this mean to me? What do I want to get out of this? And why is this so important to me? Why this goal? Why am I setting this resolution? Why am I choosing this word of the year? What is it that I'm really, really looking for here? Why is it so important to me that I chose this goal, this word over everything else? Journal out, what does this goal or this word and resolution provide for me? When I accomplish this at the end of the year, if I do this, when I look back, what did it do for me that is making me so happy that this is the reason I'm choosing to spend my time on it? What is it that I feel like I need to get from accomplishing this? Let yourself think. Let the ideas flow. Really journal. Write and write and write until you look at your page and you go, I understand now. You'll know when you have that moment of like, I don't need to write anything else because this is the answer. This is it. This is what I want. This is what I need. Get those ideas flowing. Just let yourself journal it out. Think and think and think. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Just let yourself get in that moment and open up and let the words flow. Then find yourself in a place where you can ask yourself, if I reached this goal, fulfilled this resolution, or lived out how I imagine my life being, how I imagine myself being with this word, if you chose a word of the year, how will I feel? What is the end result that I'm truly looking for? Really take the time to envision what the outcome would look like. Place yourself in that moment, invoke your 5 senses. What do you see? What is it that you smell? What does it feel like when you touch your surroundings? Is there a specific taste or sound? Really immerse yourself into the experience as if it's happening right now. What does it feel like to be in that moment? How do you feel? What are the feelings and emotions that arise for you? Lastly, what about being in that moment makes you so happy that it tells you, this is what I want. This is the need that I'm craving. Journal out those answers. That is how you take your goal and truly understand what it is that you want out of accomplishing that goal or what need you're trying to provide by doing X, Y, or Z. Before I dive into taking your want and need that you want from your goal and transforming that into an intention, I want to talk about what if you're struggling or can't really immerse yourself into an experience of a goal? What if you can't think about the outcome? What if you're trying to envision it, but you're not really feeling anything, or it doesn't feel real for you? Like when you're sitting there visualizing the outcome, you kind of have a blank mind, or you're struggling to feel the emotions from accomplishing that goal. I want you to consider asking yourself, if you're struggling to immerse yourself into the experience and understanding what it is that you really want from accomplishing this goal, maybe this isn't a goal that you truly want. One of the biggest things that I try to explain about the difference between intentions and goals is understanding that a lot of the goals that we set sometimes aren't even what we actually want. Goals can kind of blur our vision. We can get so caught up in goal setting that it can kind of blur our vision into why we're setting the goal in the first place. Goals sometimes we set are more about what we feel like society is telling us that we need to do or what we need to experience or the kind of person or life we need to live in order to be happy. Instead of asking ourselves what will make us happy, we set these goals thinking that this will make us happy, and it's not even something we really want. If you're struggling to really visualize that experience to the fullest, if you can't even see, smell, taste, walk through that moment, if you can't truly visualize it, maybe it's because it's not something that you truly want or desire in your heart and soul. Some of us are just not very good at visualizing, and that takes practice too. Like I said, there's no right or wrong, there's no perfect answer. But if you are struggling, maybe you should just ask yourself the question first, is this something that I really want? If the answer is still yes, then just keep practicing. If the answer is no, I think you're just finding clarity and understanding that maybe getting into an intention setting practice can help you find more clarity on what it is you truly want and to step away from setting goals for things that you think you might want, but you're not sure if that is true or not. Okay, now that we've learned how to take your goal and break it down to understand what you want or need from that goal, let's take a look at some specific examples of how to break down your goals to uncover your want and need to therefore write your brand new intentions. Before we dive into understanding how to take your goal and understand your want and need to form intentions, this quote from Bruce Almighty is a great way to understand what it is you're truly seeking to write for an intention out of a goal you've already written or set for yourself. In the movie, God says, "Let me ask you something. If someone prays for patience, you think God gives them patience? Or does he give them the opportunity to be patient? If he prayed for courage, does God give him courage? Or does he give him opportunities to be courageous? If someone prayed for the family to be closer, do you think God zaps them with warm, fuzzy feelings, or does he give them opportunities to love each other?" As you see within this quote, God or the universe or whatever you choose to believe in doesn't always give you what you ask for, but they do always give you either the experience or the opportunity to learn or grow to almost give you something more than what you asked for. And that's what I want you to keep in mind as we take your goals and turn them into intentions. So let's go over some specific examples. For the goals that I wrote in these examples, I really tried to cover goals that are very common and cover a general example of what type of goals we typically set for ourselves. For this first example, the goal is something similar to people who want to unplug from social media or their phones or the internet or TV. They want to take social media breaks because they want to spend less time on their phones or their laptops or on technology and be more present in their life. So something along the lines of, if your goal is to unplug or to take social media breaks on the weekends, here are some potential examples of what your want or need could be from wanting that goal. One want or need could be to overcome the negative feelings you feel when you're on social media. For example, comparison. Sometimes you're scrolling on social media or you're checking your Facebook and you get negative feelings or you have negative thoughts about what you see on social media, and it always puts you in a bad mood, and you really want to take a break from what you consume on your phone or Facebook that causes you to have those negative feelings and negative thoughts. Another want or need would be to spend more time on things that matter. You want to be more intentional with your time. For example, spending more time with your family or working on yourself, and to spend less mindless time or unproductive time on your phone. If you have written a similar goal and you definitely resonate with these want or needs, here are some examples of some intentions you can set to replace that goal. To feel more connected with myself. To understand or to potentially learn how to be happier with myself and my life and build a stronger filter to protect myself when scrolling or looking at other people's lives, to overcome feelings associated with comparison. To have more awareness around how I spend my time and be more intentional with my time and spend more quality time on things that I value and make me feel like I'm living the life I want that brings me happiness and fulfillment. As you can see, your original goal was to unplug, maybe take some social media breaks, spend less time on your phone or technology. But what you're truly desiring from taking those social media breaks, or what you truly desire from that goal, is so much more than to just take social media breaks. You want to overcome the feelings and thoughts you have when you're on social media, or you want to be more intentional with your time. See how there's really more to the goal than meets the eye. And really diving deep and writing out what your intention is behind that goal is what's going to make you feel more connected with yourself and feel more present in your life by understanding what it is you truly want in your heart, than writing out just a goal to take social media breaks and then evaluate on your standard of how well you did on that goal. Let's take a look at another example. The goal is something along the lines of spending more time in your spiritual practice, either to meditate more or practice mindfulness. This goal is all about how you want to spend more time being more spiritual, or you feel like you just lack purpose or understanding and you just want to figure out if maybe doing a spiritual practice or spending more time with your faith will help you resolve whatever negative feelings or uncomfortability you're going through right now. So with that said, maybe your want or need from that goal is connection with oneself and the universe, or your God, or your faith, whatever you believe in. You're seeking to find purpose. You're looking to find comfort in uncertain times. Maybe you're looking for answers or some wisdom to questions you have, or you need support when you're struggling. Maybe you're feeling lost and in need of guidance or direction. Maybe you want to build your faith and trust in yourself, in your God, in the universe, or the religion, whatever it is that you choose to believe in. Maybe you're feeling out of control of your life or your surroundings, and you're lacking intention with your time and therefore seeking to strengthen your ability to be more present and savor life. Maybe you feel anxious or overwhelmed and are looking to find more ways to feel more in control of your life, or to have the tools to tackle or combat negative feelings and emotions, or to just manage your stress. If you set a goal similar to spending more time in your spiritual practice or your faith, or maybe you want to meditate more or practice mindfulness, and you really resonate with the reason behind setting that goal with your want or need, here are some examples of some intentions you could write instead. I ask the universe, God, insert whatever you believe in here, to help me build a stronger connection with myself, my surroundings, others, and you. Bring opportunities in which I can learn, experience, and build this connection and understanding to my wants and needs, and how I can find ways to incorporate daily to continue upon improving this. I want to feel more in touch with myself or build more self-awareness with myself to feel a sense of purpose and how I am spending my time. Also, within myself as a person, having a purpose here on this earth. I want to draw opportunities to strengthen my faith. From these first two examples, I really hope that you can see how, one, there's more to the goal that you set for yourself. And you need to understand that you need to dive a little deeper when you set a goal to understand what it is you're seeking out of that goal. One, to just connect more with the desires of your heart so that you can be more intentional with your life and feel more fulfilled with the things that you set for yourself, knowing more fully what you want and need. The second thing I really want you to understand, which I've already kind of talked about, is that goals kind of set you up for failure. You can set a goal to unplug and take social media breaks. And what if you don't? What if you've failed one weekend? Or maybe you say, spend more time in my spiritual practice. But let's say, for example, you do meditate 5 days of the week and you manage to do that for months on end, and then you fall off the bandwagon. Or at the end of the time frame you've set for yourself, you did what you said you were going to do, but you're like, you know what? I still don't feel better. It doesn't feel like enough. I did meditate more and I don't feel like I see any progress, or I didn't do it good enough or long enough. I should have done it more often for longer hours. If you're still coming up with negative experiences or negative thoughts after chasing after these goals, it's probably because of your perspective on things. Writing intentions instead of goals really changes your perspective to see that what it is you're truly seeking, and also setting these intentions can help you build trust with yourself and the universe or whatever your faith is, to kind of send out into the world what you want, but then having this trust that God or the universe or whatever it is your faith is can bring opportunities and experiences for you to give you what it is that you truly want. Stay with me here. What I'm saying is, sometimes God, the universe, or whatever your faith is, doesn't give you exactly what you want. Like what God said in Bruce Almighty. Sometimes God will give you a different opportunity or experience than what you asked for to lead you to what it is that you truly desire. That's where the quote, "Decide on what you want and let go of the outcome," comes from. You have to understand that you can ask for what you want and you should be intentional and set an intention, but you have to be open to life bringing you different things, maybe even bigger and better than what you thought you originally wanted for yourself. Sometimes we shoot low for ourselves. So setting the intention of what it is that you truly desire out of your goal, and then letting go of the goal so that God or the universe or whatever your faith is can bring you the right experiences or bring you in the right direction to lead you to what it is you truly desire. When it comes to intentions, it's about what you think what you want will give you. Think about what it is that you want, but take it a step further. What is it that you think what you want will give you? Okay, let's go over another example. Another common goal people tend to set are along the lines of love my body, or to lose X amount of weight, or to do more yoga, or to do more strength training, or to accept my body. If you've ever set a goal similar to this for yourself, maybe you resonate with this want or need behind what it is that you want to get out of that goal. To accept myself and feel comfortable in my skin. To feel as if I'm taking care of my body in a positive way that allows me to feel my best self, connected with my body, and allows me to have energy and strength. I want to feel good, healthy, strong, and confident with my body. To accept myself, flaws and all, and no longer struggle with comparison or hating my body in the way it looks. To love and enjoy the feelings and actions of taking care of my body. From that goal, you discover your want and need, but the true intention behind that goal could be something like, be open to experiences that shape me and teach me lessons on what it looks and feels like to experience my body in a different way, such as shifting my mindset, building a stronger relationship with my body, and or seeing my body in relationship with my body in a new perspective, a new light. Embrace the journey, experiences and actions, good or bad, that help me to learn to work with my body, understand what it means to me and what it looks like for me to have a healthy relationship with myself and my body, and how to listen to my own needs, honor those needs, and therefore build a strong connection with myself and my body full of trust, love, and care. Discover my own path to loving my body and finding out what it looks like to enjoy movement and caring for my body and accepting it fully. Build self-awareness to learn and find clarity and this understanding as to why I struggle with loving myself and comparison, so I can then work through the darkness to find the answers I need to reach the peace that I truly seek. Once again, your goal is to love your body or to lose a certain amount of weight or do more yoga, but ask yourself, what is it that you really want to experience, or what do you want to walk away from at the end of that goal, to set an intention to then let the universe or God or whatever you believe in guide you towards that path. Maybe you say you want to love your body. Setting the goal of loving my body is very different than the intention of discovering my own path to loving my body and finding out what it looks like to enjoy movement and caring for my body and accepting it fully. See how going through this process of taking your goal and breaking it down to understanding your want and need to therefore get to an intention really allows you to see what it is that you're looking for, what it is that you truly want out of setting this goal for yourself. Do you see how the intention allows you to connect with yourself in a different way? Here is the last example. The goal is something along the lines of learn a new skill or take on X hobby to finish or start that project I keep putting off. Maybe your want or need from setting a goal similar to that is craving for growth, trying something new, seeking the sense of accomplishment, your need for feeling productive. Maybe you're tired of the same old and aching for something different, to switch up your everyday routine, to feel as if you are living your life. You want to feel as if you're more than just living and surviving, but to feel truly alive. Adventure is calling to you. Maybe you might be seeking purpose and growth to expand your mind beyond what you already know or experience every day. You love or might enjoy creating things with your own hands, the purpose you get from accomplishing something you've made. Maybe you feel stuck or bored, or possibly maybe you have fears surrounding what it is that you want to do because you feel like you can't do it. Maybe you feel like you lack the capabilities on taking something on and you want to prove to yourself that you're wrong, or to learn what it means to find the strength in proving yourself wrong and others wrong. Here are some intentions for this goal. Create space for saying yes to things in my life that can bring new opportunities and new experiences. Allow these new things to teach me and grow me and expand me. Show me new ways of living, different perspectives, expand my knowledge and view on life. Maybe an intention can be to seek out different experiences or different mindsets to create new ways of doing things you already do in your everyday life. Find ways to express my creativity by trying new things or doing things in a new way. To lean into the fears I possibly have that are holding me back, or maybe help me shine light on what those fears might be, and to dissect those fears to overcome them so I can find freedom in my adventures or expressing my creativity. To find grace and patience with myself as I accept myself as a learner that will make mistakes as I work to build a new skill or try something new. Or lastly, to put myself out there, put myself in the line of opportunity for new and great things to come my way. Those are just a few examples of how to take your goals, break them down, and journal out what it is that you're wanting or needing from that goal, and to therefore take those wants and needs to really allow yourself to get into alignment with what the intention is that you want to write for yourself. Okay, now that we've dissected your goals into figuring out what it is that you want or need from accomplishing that goal or taking that action, and now we're going to take whatever it is that you discovered, whatever want and needs you found, and to turn them into heartfelt intentions. First, let's talk about how to set yourself up for writing your intentions. Some of these might come across as simple or something you already know, but just as a reminder, let's talk about creating the perfect environment so you can truly write beautiful intentions that fulfill you. I really want you to create the time and space for you to clear your head and wait in that moment until you reach that moment where you feel like you are at a calm and safe space, mentally and physically. Set time aside, set some space in your home, and really sit in that space until you feel like you have reached the mindset where you can get into a state of flow and you feel really in tune with your heart and your mind and soul. Reach that calm and safe space with yourself. Let yourself find this place of surrender and letting go to open the way for you to flow and pour out what comes to your heart, your mind, and your soul. You're trying to reach that space where you can write out what your heart seeks, what calls to you, what you feel or what you want to feel. You really want to create an environment that's conducive to heightening your self-awareness. You need to be able to really hear yourself think, hear your thoughts, soak them in, listen to your heart beating, and feel like the words and desires and dreams that you are seeking in this life comes from within you and pours out of you. Get yourself into the right headspace where you can focus on you. Let yourself be full of ideas. And most importantly, be in a space of contentment. Let yourself let go of fear, anxiety, not enoughness, doing this, and this, the actions and goals that you need to do. Let your to-do list fade away. Let the negativity melt away from you so that you can just focus on you and your happiness. Here are some questions to ask yourself when starting to write your intentions. What kind of person do I want to be? How can I improve as a person, or what do I feel I still need to learn so that I can ask for help from the universe on guiding me, showing me, bringing me people and experiences that can provide me with answers, knowledge, and lessons? How can I ask for help, or what questions do I have for the universe? I just want to disclose here that when I say the universe, that is my universal term for whatever it is you choose to believe in. If you have a specific religion or belief, if you prefer the term God, Jesus, you can insert whatever it is your belief is when I say the universe. We are open, loving, and accepting of all religious beliefs, and you can insert whatever that resonates with you here. That is just what I mean by the universe. What can I surrender or need help letting go in? How can I be more open? How can I let the universe guide me, teach me, and expand me as a person? What am I looking for in this moment, in this year, right here, right now? What is calling to me that I can lean into adding more of or letting go of in my life? Or what can I do or shift about myself to align myself with what is calling to me? How can I be happy? What will make me happy? What does it mean for me to add, take away, or change for me to be happy right now? How can I find enoughness? How can I find peace with myself and with my life? These are some big, heavy questions. Do not let this overwhelm you. What I love about intentions is almost like writing these questions is an intention. You may be asking yourself, what can I surrender? Or what do I need help letting go of? And maybe you don't have that answer right now, but then you can set an intention that says, the universe, please help me to surrender or understand what it is that I'm not surrendering or what it is that I need to surrender. That is an intention. These questions can be transformed into intentions when you feel like you don't have the answers. Basically, that brings me to a huge point with intentions. If you have some big questions, some big heavy questions about life, set those as intentions. The intention to find that answer. That intention to have the universe show you the answer or give you the experience and lessons you need to discover your answers to those questions. That is what intentions are all about. Intentions are about the big life questions and finding your answers. For example, what will make me happy? Does any of us ever feel like we ever have that answer in our life? But setting intentions can help us keep working towards discovering our own answers to those questions. Life isn't about the to-do list. It's about our souls, growing, expanding, learning, accepting, loving, and unifying as one with the universe. Okay, let's take a look at some examples of intentions. If you're new to intentions, or if you've never set intentions before, if you've never even seen intentions, this is all brand new to you, it's really hard to just start setting intentions when you have no idea what they could look like. If you're a complete blank slate with intentions, it can be really hard to fill that page. So let me give you some examples and some ideas to just get you started, but keep in mind that there's no right or wrong way to set an intention, and intentions look different for everybody. Everyone writes different intentions, and they write them in their own way, and they say something that resonates with them most. Your intentions won't look anything like these intentions, but if you still feel like you have no idea how to write your own intentions and you're starting from a blank slate, it can be kind of paralyzing. So let's take a look at some examples in case you are feeling a little paralyzed. This first image right here is one I found on Instagram. If you do go to Instagram or social media and you Google or you use the search engine or you look on hashtags, intention setting or setting intentions, insert whatever year number, you will see so many different people posting their own intentions, and it's a beautiful way to just kind of see just how different intentions can be for each person. Here are some examples of some of my own personal intentions I've set for myself over time. Live and do at my own pace. Discover my path and worthiness. I have time. I have endless amount of time, and I enjoy every second of that everlasting moments of time. I speak the language of the universe. We are one. I and we understand one another. Trust the mystery of life. It is quite possible things will turn out far better than you could have ever imagined. Keep some room in your heart for the unimaginable. To find and play with my imagination again, to have fun with creativity and send out positivity and inspiration from what I create and send out into the world. As I've continuously mentioned, setting intentions can look differently for everybody. Sometimes it's just about journaling what's on your heart and soul and your mind right now in the present moment. Sometimes when you write your intentions, you may not be feeling very inspired, and therefore it can be hard to pull from your own creativity. It's okay to use quotes or affirmations or anything that has inspired you in your own life, whether that be from a podcast, a quote, a book, a post on social media, and write that down so long as it deeply resonates with you. For example, in one of my intentions, I wrote this quote from April Green. Release the mindset of going into every new connection in life with the fear of losing it. If you cling to the thought of loss, you lose sight of everything coming towards you. Don't extinguish the magic by thinking about the end before the connection even begins. That quote alone at the end there is exactly what intentions are about versus setting goals. Goals can sometimes extinguish the magic of the year ahead by thinking about the end before the connection even begins. Sometimes setting goals and plans for the new year, you're already thinking about what you're going to do and focusing so hard on your accomplishments throughout the year that you forget to leave room for magic and possibilities and for the year to surprise you and to even give the year a chance to connect with the year, for things to just happen throughout the year. And sometimes when you try to cling so tightly, life is trying to shake you and teach you that you need to let go of control, and it's going to completely turn your world upside down. Just look at 2020, for example. You can make plans, but life always has its own plan. Don't cling so tightly to setting resolutions, goals, and plans that all that's left is room for disappointment when things don't go your way. Okay, it's time for some practice. Although you're probably watching the recording, this is workshop style, and I want you to take some time to practice turning your goals and understanding your want and need and turning that into a heartfelt intention. With your goals and resolutions you've already set and any notes and journaling you've done so far, grab your piece of paper and pen and look over your goals and everything you've written so far. Review some of the wants and needs you've already uncovered for your each goal. And ask yourself those big questions we talked about. Take some time to journal out your intentions. And if you're looking for more assistance into diving deeper into setting intentions, you can work with me one-on-one. We can look at uncovering your own personal intentions for the upcoming year, or we can dive deeper into your goals if you're still struggling to uncover your intentions from them. I am offering limited one-on-one coaching sessions. I have 30-minute and 60-minute spots available. If you are interested in working one-on-one with me and diving deeper into setting intentions, either for this year or just quarterly, and diving deeper into setting intentions or transforming your goals, you can reach out to me via email at marnie@themintsweater.com. And as always, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me on Instagram, email, or in the comments below. Feel free to ask any questions you have, and I'd be happy to answer them. So, do you have any questions? Let me know in the comments below. Also, feel free to share something new you've learned in this workshop. If you're open to share, I would love to know any intentions you've uncovered from this workshop or any goals you've transformed into intentions. Please feel free to share them with me in the comments below, and I'd love to talk more about your goals and intentions if you're interested. And that is a wrap on how to set intentions and turning your goals into heartfelt intentions workshop. Thank you so much for joining me. And there you guys have it, friends. That was my workshop on how to take your goals and your plans and resolutions for 2021 and to turn them into heartfelt intentions for the year. I really hope this video was helpful and gave you a lot of clarity and understanding the difference between setting goals for the year and setting heartfelt intentions, and how to transform your goals into intentions, and the difference in how it can make in your mindset. We also talked about goals and the mindset that can accompany goals and how they can take an effect on us throughout our year, and how we evaluate ourselves at the end of the year, and how if we transform our goals into intentions, how we can then set ourselves up for success, to find peace and joy throughout the year, and find grace and acceptance for how the year does turn out in the end. Finally, I hope this was helpful in giving you clarity on understanding what it means to set heartfelt intentions for yourself that really aligns you with what's most important in life and what you feel is most important in your heart and what your heart is really chasing after in this life. Setting intentions can be a beautiful thing to incorporate into your daily life, and through this workshop, I hope I was able to provide you with the tools and the knowledge to be able to set intentions in your own life. Thank you so much for watching this video and this workshop. As always, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to ask them in the comments below, or you can reach out to me on Instagram at mintsweatergirl or via email at hello@themintsweater.com, but I will leave all of the links and all the information in the description below. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this workshop, and I will see you guys in my next video.